Hearts of Iron 4 can be a difficult game. If your enemies have more industry than you, they can be tough to beat. If your enemy has more tanks than you, they can be nearly impossible to beat. And if your enemy has green hair, you will cry yourself to sleep. So today in Hearts of Iron 4, I will be cheating, but not in a lame, boring way. I'm not going to go into enemy countries and delete their divisions. I'm not going to buff myself with some cringe cheat mod. I will be playing the game normal, but I will be using this particular mod, Extended Tech Tree. This mod will give me access to advanced high-tech weaponry. This weaponry can be extremely overpowered and will help me demolish my opponents. So today I will be playing as the United States. The United States has a massive industry, which will allow us to produce all the advanced weaponry we need to destroy our enemies. As you can see, we have 138 civilian factories. Absolutely humongous. Now, as you can see in this tech tree, we get technology all the way up to 1960. This mechanized tank from 1960 absolutely blows out of water the M2 half-track from 1939. The same can be said for essentially all tech, whether it be carriers, artillery, or even tanks. So to get access to the advanced weaponry today, I will be using this little console command. This will be the only cheat I use all game. And I will type in ROIC. And now tech will be instantly researched when I click the icon. So let's say we want excavation, researched. So I will now research some of the most advanced equipment in the game. We have the AR-15 now. We will also get advanced mechanized. We have Amtraks, which I will also get. We will get this advanced train. Now when it comes to tanks, obviously I am researching this main battle tank. We're gonna get the most advanced artillery, anti-air, anti-tank, propelled artillery. You know, we're gonna have it all. There are some really interesting items in air too, like surface-to-air missiles. Those will be fun to try out. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video because we're gonna be trying out some insane technologies today, and we're gonna be slaughtering the AI. We also have helicopters. Dude, look at all these missiles here. So we now have virtually every item researched in the game. Our tech tree is fully complete. The only thing I did not cheat on is industry. So now we have, in the year 1939, surface-to-air missiles, advanced precise artillery, helicopters. We have it all. But of course, we still have a very small industry. So I will begin by producing a modern rifle, support equipment, and advanced artillery. Until we get more factories, we're just going to have to keep production simple. First focus we'll take is Arsenal of Democracy to expand our industry. So Germany is now at war with Poland. The war is heating up. This is a historical game. And hopefully within a couple years, I have an advanced modern army that I can use to destroy the Germans. Oh, the USS Panay has been sunk. I am not yet ready for war. We'll just demand compensation for now. So our first overpowered piece of tech will be a 1955 destroyer hull. We obviously need a strong navy to take down the Japanese swiftly and to safely transport our troops to Europe. This gives us 36 torpedo attack. Also, we have an overpowered sonar that gives us 20 sub detection. We also have the best light battery available, and we have a new feature called engine type. We'll just go with a diesel for now. Dude, look how overpowered this is. This gives us 32 depth charges. Okay, we're going to also begin producing this advanced mechanized, which is, well, again, extremely overpowered. It blows the M2 half-track car out the frickin' water. Quadruple the armor, quadruple the piercing. The Germans think they have good mech and tanks? Well, they are about to find out what Uncle Sam has. I'm going to go do the Giant Awake so we can lose isolationism, which obviously is destroying our construction speed. Now, I hired Dwight Eisenhower, the GOAT, to be Army Command, and he will give us experience so we can pick a really good doctrine. And I don't think we will go down superior firepower today. There are some much better choices. All right, everybody, instead of producing standard anti-air, we will be producing man pads. So standard anti-air has 25 air attack. Well, these man pads have 55 air attack. These things are double as powerful. And here we have our high-tech infantry, which will feature the most advanced technology we have. They will now have a man pad company within them. Our army will probably be on the smaller side today, but we are going quality over quantity. Partial mobilization. Oh my god, we are building so much, dude. American industrial might at its finest. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try this helicopter recon company. This provides some insanely good buffs, and it only requires 10 scout helicopters. So I guess I will begin producing scout helicopter 3. Okay, I will also be implementing a helicopter medevac, which is kind of like a field hospital, but with helicopters. So we will now need utility copters for this division as well. So we will focus on just producing a main battle tank, an all-in-one tank, if you will, from 1960, which is extremely, extremely powerful. So of course we have a modern turret, and look how many attachments attachments we can add to this tank. This is insane. We will use this high caliber round 4, which balances soft and hard attack. And also we must have advanced radio. Ooh, we also have shells. This will give us piercing. All right, here's our beautiful tank. It goes 12 kilometers an hour. It's extremely reliable. Soft and hard attack up the wazoo. This is going to be a nice tank, everybody. It is, of course, expensive though. We're only going to be producing 4 a week with 10 factories. But again, quality over quantity today. Looks like it can help the Brits out. Obviously, they are struggling. Oh my goodness. I've never seen the British get destroyed this bad before. Maybe it's this mod, but the Italians are absolutely mopping the floor. Yes, Winston, I will give you an emergency arms delivery. Well, hey, this works out because since the Axis is absolutely dominating, we will have a fierce opponent to test our technology with. Now we're going to produce our advanced amphibious tractor because we got a lot of naval invasions we're going to do. There is essentially no landing ground in Europe because Winston has fumbled the ball so damn hard. And it looks like Barbarossa is already happening early this year. And I am not confident in Papa Stalin today, given how competent the Axis has been. Mussolini has been competent, a complete game changer. When Mussolini's competent, you gotta start getting nervous. Okay, so it's late 1941. I bet the Japanese are gonna be coming for me soon. I have some garrisons to go protect all my islands, and these islands are good. Nothing bad happens on them, unlike the other famous islands out there. Now we need to definitely begin producing our high-tech infantry. I want 2 armies worth of them. All right, let's switch to mobile warfare doctrine. This is actually a really good doctrine, especially for infantry. If you go down mobile infantry on the left. And we're going to do motorization drive so we can build up our mechanized and tank divisions for cheap. So here we're going to use our high-tech mechanized along with our high-tech tanks to create an absolute powerhouse of a division. This thing's extremely powerful. It has tons of hardness. Enemy divisions will struggle to fight this thing. We'll have an armored signal company, which requires armored support, and we'll give these guys a field hospital. And look how fast this division is. 12 kilometers an hour. Insane. All right, definitely time to begin producing this armored support vehicle. Ooh, one thing I also really want to add is flame tanks, which I will produce right now. All right, here's our flame tank. It's going to be really simple, just on an advanced medium chassis. Whoa, what happened? We are at war. I didn't even realize. I was zoned out. We're already getting naval invaded. Wow. Okay. All right, well, our troops are now arriving to the Philippines, to the islands, and Japan is already attempting to naval invade us. Come on, hurry up, garrisons. And also, it's time to deploy our Navy. I've been training up the Navy. So let's organize these fleets. So far, I've just been spamming those advanced destroyers from earlier. I don't think we need capital ships yet. And we're just going to focus on our base strike doctrine. Now, Air Force, we have jet doctrines, but first that requires us to finish strategic destruction, which we will do. Oh, we already lost Guam, dude. Unfortunate timing. And the Japanese are now invading the Philippines. Hopefully we can get our troops there in time. It looks like China was also defeated, so we have a really, really powerful Axis today. Sent some destroyers down to do some convoy escorting. We're getting bullied by the Japanese submarines at the moment. All right, so building this high-tech army has been expensive, and we haven't got around to building an Air Force yet, which is next. So we're going to begin with a fighter, which is a 1960 small airframe. All right, we have our jet engine. All right, here's our fighter. We got these anti-air missiles. It's really fast. Let's see how this performs. All right, this is again an expensive plane, but this should absolutely mog any other enemy air forces. So I'm gonna build a carrier naval bomber with advanced anti-ship missiles. Oh my god, Leningrad's already fallen, dude. I don't know how long Papa Stalin's gonna hold for. All right, let's make a marine division that is full of Amtraks. Oh, Japan just declared war on the Dutch East Indies. The Allies may want our help very, very soon. Yes, Winston, I will join your faction. I am honored, and we are now in the Allies. We can now really get the war started. We can begin using our soldiers. Okay, so I will join the war with Germany. So we are now at war with Mustache Man. But here is my grand strategy, everybody. I want to focus on Japan first. I want to destroy Japan, knock them out the war. From there, we can focus on Germany, who I think will be a bigger problem. But Japan, low-key, does not look that strong. So I'm going to bring over my advanced 1955 destroyers to help protect convoys. All right, now I'm going to begin convoy raiding the Japanese and just bullying them. Let's begin prepping our Marines. You know, I'm going to begin producing some cruise missiles, which do strategic bombing. All right, we got some really good equipment now to absolutely pummel the enemies with this cast. All right, here's our OP cast now, which we will produce in conjunction with our fighters. And this is now the beginning of our high-tech Air Force. Well, the tables have turned. I've been sinking so many Japanese troops with my submarines. Okay. Yeah, there's just so many naval battles everywhere, dude. Come on, Japan. Escort your convoys. What are you doing? Eating sushi or something. I don't know. Whatever Japanese people do in their free time. Yes, Mexico, you can join the Allies. All right, I'm going to make a really good Marine, which will be consisting of our high-tech Amtrak battalions, and we will use these to invade the Japanese. I'm going to try to invade them sooner rather than later. So that way we can again focus solely on Germany. We're going to give them man pads, helicopter recon, and pioneers. Fall of Moscow, oh god. The Germans are getting way too much power, and they're doing way too good. They even have the Caucasus, they have all the oil. It's just I'm unfortunately kind of too weak right now to assist. Hey, once our Marines are ready, and once we destroy the Japanese, we are coming for you. you. Adolf, you are not safe. You think you have good German technology. Wait till you see our American tech. All right, I'm going to do our first offensive maneuver, which is going to be taking Marcus Island with our 12 high-tech infantry divisions. I know this isn't Marines, but this is our first test of high-tech infantry. And they do actually have some bonuses for amphibious landings. So let's see how it goes. See if those helicopters can do some damage. And don't worry, guys. For the next invasions, our amphibious landing vehicles are getting close to being done. I'm producing literally 25 factories worth of amphibious landing vehicles. Oh my god, and there aren't even any Japanese. They were terrified of our high-tech infantry. They just ran away like cowards. Well, I guess it's time to prepare our next invasion, which will be Iwo Jima. Ooh, first naval battle. Dude, we just destroyed that Vichy French fleet. Not even close. And we didn't even have our carrier naval bombers. Okay, now it'll be interesting to get in a naval battle with the Japanese, given our advanced planes that are extremely powerful. All right, we're gonna literally triple the size of our army with 93 high-tech infantry in the training and 4 modern tank divisions. We don't have too many modern tank divisions because they're expensive, everybody. Let's attack. We have our really good planes. Let's see how they go. All right, Iwo Jima. Will there even be Japanese in Iwo Jima, or are they terrified of our Marines? Bro, wash. The Japanese were scared of our high-tech Marines again. All right, then. Well, everybody, this leaves me with no choice but to invade the Japanese mainland. They don't want to fight us. We'll bring the fight to them. Okay, we're absolutely going to pimp out Iwo Jima with supplies. It's going to have max radar, max air base, max naval base. It's going to have it all. Yes, we're prioritizing the infrastructure in Iwo Jima over New Jersey. That is the hallmark of American presidents anyway. Money to other countries. Dude, we have sunk so many Japanese, it's insane. The submarines have gone crazy. Dude, oh, Iran is on the offensive. No way, they're allied with the Germans. That's just more the reason why this Japan offensive has to succeed. So we can take our high-tech guns and point them at Germany, who may very well kill Papa Stalin. All right, everybody, let's invade. Hey, if you're watching this and you want to support the channel, consider joining my membership for as little as $5 a month to get access to unique contents and a little badge. Let's take the planes and begin bombing Japan. And let's see how our Air Force does. I'm very curious to see how our amazing planes perform. Are we gonna mog the crappy Japanese planes? It seems we kind of are. Despite being outnumbered, we're taking very few casualties. All right, that's a really good ratio, and we're bombing the hell out of them. All right, go, 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 go. Attack Japan, attack. Japan has like no one in Tokyo. We got an Amtrak landed. All right, assist, assist. Come on, if we can take the port, we're chilling. Follow Tokyo, textbook operation. Let's bring in the infantry, and let's bring in our high-tech modern tanks. All right, go. Let's see how our amphibious infantry does, and they're honestly slaying the regular Japanese infantry. All right, come on, let's encircle these 6 divisions right here. This should be effortless. Come on, let's go. Easy encirclement, dude. We're just mopping them up, dude. Dude, this infantry is no match for our advanced tractors. I don't know if we'll even need our tanks, which are arriving, by the way. We'll have to try them out. Yeah, now our air superiority is just... Bro, Japanese Air Force is getting mogged right now. Dude, this is the power of technology right here. Fighter jets with guided missiles versus crappy Japanese planes. It's beautiful. Beautiful sight to watch. Oh, wait, what? The Raj capitulated? Oh my god, because I ran this from the back. The Axis is coming in from the back. No way. This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, we're really gonna have to focus on stopping the Germans. Holy. All right, good thing is, I mean, it looks like we're doing good against Japan. All right, let's see how the modern tanks do. All right, can these guys take Osaka? They're still struggling a bit against Osaka because it is a city town. Oh, no, but now they're... Okay, never mind. What? That was like a deletion. All right, now all these Japanese are encircled. Holy smokes, dude. All right, let's go to Nagasaki and wrap this up. All right, Japan is gone. Too easy. Well, I'm gonna seize all their little islands, so we have more naval bases. All right, we have created American China, our little puppets. We got some other puppets, for example, American Japan. We got Korea. And we now own the Japanese. Now let's begin building up our army for a massive offensive to destroy the Germans and invade mainland Europe. Obviously, we'll continue building our insanely good planes. We have the modern tanks, the manpads, the insanely good mechanized and advanced tractors. But also, I think we can build a 1960 large airframe to do insanely strong strategic bombing. 8 turboprop engines. Okay, this engine looks kind of insane. Let's try it out. Strategic bombing. Today we have large bomb bays, which do double the damage than traditional large bomb bays in Hoi4. It's a bomb pod. I'm gonna try this too. We'll have some dual gunners in the back. All right, here is our really, really expensive plane, dude. 360 production cost. That's a bit expensive, but it's all right. Yeah, we're only making, what, 6 a year right now? But trust me, guys, I think quality over quantity, as we saw in the air war with Japan, we took down so many planes. I think these bombers will just absolutely obliterate the Germans. It will be worth it. It will be worth it. All right, let's send our navy to the UK. Hopefully the Soviets can stay alive a bit longer so they can distract some of the German troops. Oh, God, no, no, no. The Soviets are gone. We have to face the full force of the Germans. Well, this will allow us to really test our technology. And industry-wise, we are actually on similar footings. Okay, this is definitely going to be interesting. Will technology allow us to destroy the Germans? All right, time to carry you, Winston, since clearly you are trash at defense. Let's test out these tanks against actual enemies. I'm going to send these tanks down to Portugal. All right, let's see how our planes now fare against Germans. Oh, not bad. We are taking decent losses, I gotta say, but it's still not even close. Never mind. Now our our fighter pilots are warmed up. They're dialed in. Our tech is just superior. Yeah, that's good. I think we will win the air war, everybody, with our fighter jets, our advanced jets. Wunderwaffe, my ass. We have the Wunderwaffe. All right, everyone, I'm going to try some attacks. It stopped raining in the Iberian Peninsula. We'll start with the tanks. I'm going to try to encircle some divisions. All right, first attack. How much attack do we have? We have 900 attack, dude. Okay, well, 400 at night. But yeah, that's still really, really good. All right, keep moving up forward, men. All right, now we're going to swing south, and then the encirclement will be finished. Boom, there we go. Amazing, dude. These tanks are just too damn good. All right, clean it up. Literally just deleted them, dude. Oh, now we're going insane with the tech. Now our planes are going crazy. All right, let's go for another little baby encirclement. Dude, these takes, even with attrition, seem as if they're winning. All right, boom, easy encirclement again. All right, beautiful encirclement. It's a 1-to-6 death ratio with the Spaniards. All right, we're gonna go for a secondary offensive. Ideally, we can secure Spain, and then we will launch the largest D-Day the world's ever seen. Boom, too easy. All right, it's time to begin bombing France. Okay, the German planes are doing a little bit too good now. Okay, no, never mind. I brought in some backup. The ratio's better, but we're definitely taking some beatings, that's for sure. As long as we're able to outproduce the Germans, though, it's fine. All right, full naval invasion. Go, go, go. We have hundreds of thousands of men. Massive D-Day. All right, boom, we're landing. No problems. Not as many Germans as I thought there would be. All right, let's bring in the cast. Bring in the cast. All right, General Patton, come down with your tanks. Okay, we've taken a lot of casualties in this invasion, but it's worth it. Boom, we got Paris. Swing south. And maybe we can encircle Spain and deal with them. That would be a really insane gamer move. And again, even just encircling 3 divisions matters. Let's just kill them with 1,000 paper cuts, basically. We were struggling a bit with our regular infantry. The helicopter infantry takes a lot of supplies, actually. But it looks like our tanks, though, do not have those problems. Even if they have low supplies, they attack ruthlessly anyway. Big offensive, big offensive. There we go. We're doing really good in Spain. Focusing where they're weak. A lot of Germans up there, and the German Air Force is pretty strong. So I'm just, focusing where they're weak, ideally with our D-Day offensive soon. Unfortunately, again, the Germans are like somewhat of a match, and our planes were struggling a bit. Let's upgrade our jet doctrines. That'll help a lot. Boom. Destroying the Spaniards. Hey, no matter how strong the Germans are, the Spaniards are going to be a lot weaker and easier to destroy. They don't have shit. They don't have any Wunderwaffe. They got like tacos or something, that's for sure. Oh yeah, our Amtraks are just speeding in. How fast do these things even go anyway? 13 kilometers an hour. That is amazing. I don't really know how fast that is though, because I'm American. All right, at least we're holding our gains here, which is good, All right, I got a little offensive in the south planned. Ideally, we go up to Bordeaux and encircle all of Spain. We got our high-tech tanks, our high-tech Amtraks, and of course, they have air support from our amazing cast and Air Force. All right, we're gonna keep it slow on 3-speed, and we're gonna see how much damage they can do. Go to Zaragoza, or as the Spanish would say, Zaragoza. Something like that, I don't know. And obviously, we're just absolutely smoking these dudes. It ain't even close, all right? All right, now let's just track this railroad all the way up to Bilbao. Boom, Spain is gone. Spain is gone. All right, let's just finish everyone off. We'll do a right-click with our infantry. And our dudes up here are holding amazing. Our infantry is doing very, very nice. They have very high defense, probably thanks to the helicopters. And now that we have supplies, they're really holding well. At first, we didn't have the supplies, but all the infrastructure is repaired. We're chilling. Oh, the casualty numbers are not going to look good for these guys. It's going to be a brutal wipeout. Oh my god, so many Axis people here. Look how many Hungarians. There's 12 Hungarians here. What are you doing, guys? Now you can't defend your homeland. What a shame. And then we got a lot of Bulgarians encircled now too. Oh, okay, Germans have finally pulled up. They let the Spanish fight on their own, and now they show up. Okay, Franco's probably salty he got betrayed. Oh, the Germans cannot attack us. That is for sure. They don't have shit on us. We got really high defense, y'all. Nice counteroffensives, idiots. Somehow the weather is good in France. There's no snow. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's like a W for France. Only good thing about France, I guess. All right, well, that means we can launch our offensive, though. As you can see, I'm trying to cut France in half so we can encircle all the Germans left in Spain and free our French comrades. Let's bomb the heck out of France. I think we will melt these Germans with our high-tech tanks and Amtraks. Go, go, go. Even our infantry has a lot of attack, but it doesn't matter. Our infantry is going to get completely outshined by the armor and Amtraks here. Oh my god, this is quick, dude. Guys, I'm only on 3-speed, and look at this. Would you look at this? All right, rush to the sea, rush to Marseille. All right, now let's launch our infantry offensive in the south. I mean, a lot of these attacks will fail, but that's fine. I'll just pin these guys down so they're stuck. All right, boom. Let's encircle Brest. All right, this is our big offensive, everybody, to encircle all of these Germans down here. This is it. This is game day, if you will. And yeah, oh my dude, these Amtraks are so good. This 1960 Amtrak is just slaying. As long as they have supplies, dude, our tanks, we win. Which kind of makes sense. High-tech stuff requires supplies to work. So as long as we have supplies, no one stands a chance. Oh my god, another encirclement. Why are my troops so good? Oh, come on, complete the encirclement. We're so close. We're literally here. We're here, everybody. And I brought the planes down. The planes are now doing really good. I guess the top of the line German planes are going away. Look at this encirclement, dude. This is nice. All right, finish them off. All the Germans are boxed in this box. That's why they're boxed. And yeah, they're all about to die. All right, let's watch. I've got the popcorn ready. I got a soda here. Let's sip. This is great. Wow. Is this what it's like being a general? You just sit and you tell your guys to go places? Because this is fun. Okay, and we just evaporated those 30 divisions. Only 4 pesky buggers left. Gone. All right, and also let's take care of these Hungarians and Italians. Oh, okay, and those guys just got evaporated as well. They just disappeared. All right, then let's just finish off this entire encirclement, and it's summertime, which is perfect. We can now go into Germany, and hopefully it's a stroll. Oh my god, so many Romanians. Rest in peace, brothers. And they're all led by Andrew Vlasov of the USSR. That's interesting. What a multicultural army. Iranians and Germans and Romanians fighting under a Soviet general. Yeah, German casualties are starting to get high. All right, everyone, we got full planning bonus on our tanks and Amtraks, and we're going to send them in to destroy Mr. Mussolini. All right, then we got the Amtraks to cross the river, and these Amtraks only suffer slight debuffs to attack. All right, take Marseille, take Marseille. We're about to get another encirclement going, everybody. I noticed, too, most of the people defending Italy are not Italian. Mussolini lost all his troops when I destroyed them in France and Spain. It's just the Germans left. Mostly Germans. All right, let's just flood into Italy. I don't think there's anyone there. Oh my god, too easy. We're slaying, we're slaying, we're slaying. All right, so Rome. Go to Rome, man. We have Rome, dude. And this, honestly, it's just not even fair. The Italians are already incompetent. Their tanks are trash. We got our high-tech tanks. Dude, this is just not even balanced at all. Dude, that was probably the fastest I've ever taken Italy. Yeah, they got rid of Mussolini. He just lost his country in like a week. Imagine chilling 1 week. You see on the propaganda channel, we are doing fantastic, and then your country just goes bye-bye. That would suck. All right, now to Palermo. All right, we got it. We got all of Italy. STD prevention. Okay, let's research that, guys. Didn't know they had that in Hoi4. All right, massive offensive, everybody. We also have a massive infantry offensive. Our goal is to just go straight to Germania. The Germans are cocky. They're calling it Germania now instead of Berlin. Oh, yeah, the German defensive are crumbling. We've just been destroying them so badly. They've taken a real whooping. 4 million casualties. And we got, dude, I mean, our tanks are fast again. The mechanized we have goes 12 kilometers an hour, much more than the normal 8s. The Germans are just getting walked over. We're going to Hamburg, uncontested. All right, so we got Vienna. Let's go to Breslau, and Germany is essentially cooked. All right, Germany just capitulated. Only country that's left is Hungary. Well, I am not concerned. I'm just going to right-click Budapest. Our tanks will come, and the Hungarians will be cooked. Follow Budapest just like that. And last but not least, Pech should be the last city we have to take in our campaign with our high-tech infantry. Too easy. Well, everybody. We have just destroyed the Axis. And even though they took the USSR, we smoked them with our superior technology. That was a new fun way to cheat. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Turn on the bell, turn it on, and become a member. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.